Hello everyone.
Hey.
This is a video on to let you know what's been happening of late.
Yeah, we've been kind of slack with getting our videos out from our last trip, but there is a reason.
Yep.
We've been busy preparing for our final departure from Port Stephens and our start of our big journey around Australia. So been a lot of selling our household contents.
Yeah, we've got 6 weeks to D-Day at this point, and we've been madly sorting out the clutter, selling heaps of our stuff, getting salvos involved, getting Lifeline involved, getting family involved, just to get rid of the stuff. So I think we've gone from about 76 cubic meters to about 20 odd cubic meters.
Yeah, so that stuff's the stuff that we're actually going to be putting in storage while we're traveling around this land of ours.
Yeah, so that's actually taken up a lot of our time. So so where we last left you was that we were doing the Central West. So we have done quite a few stops, which include Forbes, Withally, West Wyalong, Maude, Lake Benini, Wentworth, Broken Hill, Silverton, Wilcannia, Cobar, Nevertire, Dubbo, Ralston, and Candos. So you'll get to see more videos when we have time. So we're going to be drip feeding them at the moment. But like Paul said, we're just madly trying to get organised for living full-time in Maude.
Yep. So in the meantime, we have had a few additions and a few adjustments to Maude.
Yeah. So one lesson learnt. We did not opt for a diesel heater as an option. Yeah, not the best move on our part. We literally froze ourselves.
On our last trip, yeah. We
did. I mean, we got down to -3 degrees. The water in the pipes are actually frozen. Yeah. Pasco did not handle it at all well.
And if you are in the colder climates, word of warning, do not leave your clothes on the line overnight.
Yeah, you'll see footage somewhere along the line at Candos. Yeah, that's when it got frozen. Yep. Could have used that as a baseball bat, really. But yeah, so we're taking it into Jayco this week, and we're getting the diesel heater installed, and we're getting a couple of other little things. Well, actually 2 major things, really. The diesel heater, and we're actually getting the grey water outlet, which comes out on the annex side.
There's the passenger side.
Yeah, the annex side. We're going to have it diverted over to the driver's side. So all the outlets then will be on the one side. And they noticed that last time when they were looking at the slide out, that the awning of the slide out, the actual roll bit, is out of balance. So they're going to swap that around. So we've also been busy doing a few other additions.
Some cosmetic changes inside Maude. So my lovely wife has made some adjustments, and she's done a pretty good job of it, actually.
Thank you. I've had a lot of fun doing this, actually. So a couple of the adjustments that we've done is curtains front and back, which I'll show you in a sec. And we've taken off the concertina door, and I'll show you footage of that later on. And we've also got the, what's your saying here?
Oh, yeah, Maude now has some ruby red slippers. So basically, click once and you're guaranteed a comfortable stay at anywhere in this land of Oz.
What are we talking about? We are actually talking about the Redfoot levelling system. And honestly, game changer. That's all I can say, game changer. And we'll show you more about that later on. So, yeah, and also we're going to show you what's under Maude. So, you know what's on top, but have you ever looked what's under a Fiat motorhome? Bet you haven't. So we're going to show you that as well. So stay tuned. We've got a lot to show you. And we'll be passing by you real soon.
Stand by for more.
Stand by for more. All right, let's go to the curtains.
Okay.
So what we've done here is actually put an eyelet curtain on. I'll show you the video of how I took the concertina door off, and it's not hard at all. I've used the tension rods here, but because these are not, because the wall, the edges are not flush, I've had to use Velcros on these ones because they're just not sitting 100% on them. But seriously, they're not going to move. And I kept the concertina door thing here, and voila, we now have a curtain. I did have to shorten the curtain length on this one because I bought 223 centimetre lengths, and I had to shorten this by about 5 centimetres. But the front's pretty cool. So again, I've used a tension rod. I didn't have to Velcro these, and they are staying on rather nicely. Again, 2 block-out curtains that are 23 centimetres in length, and the offcuts from the offcut that I had from the other curtain I've made into, what do you call them, ties. But Paul will demonstrate. Now you see him. And now you don't. And honestly, I mean, we haven't we haven't pulled that properly. Yeah. And it has made a big difference with the heat. And obviously when we get the diesel heater, she'll be cool. Well, actually, she won't be cool. It'll be great. We used the spring fit rod 70 to 120 millimeters for the bathroom and 150 to 280 millimeters for the front. The block-out curtain is biscotti in colour with a 223 centimeter drop. So as I was filming about the curtain, I noticed a flashing light in the pigeonhole. It's my headlamp. So I need to make sure that gets turned around because the button's up here, the on-off button. So obviously when we're driving, it's turned on by itself. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Oh, it's a Phillips head. And watch out for the toilet. And that's one part. Hokey hokey. Keep all the screws together. The next part is taking this part off. I need my other glasses. So we've taken the top track out, and all you have to do was just slide it. Paul actually did that, so we've lost a bit of filming there. And so the next part is actually to take the actual door off the channel here, and all we're going to do is just flip it out. Maybe not with a screwdriver. Something that's fairly thin screwdriver's a bit too thick, and we sort of need to flick it out. So hopefully, we've already taken the top screw out, that's why that's happening. So you gently just, there we go. Yep. Be gentle with it because you don't want to break it. And make sure you're holding it as it comes off. That's the concertina door off, and it is quite heavy. I'll weigh it shortly. Whew. Right, I'm going to keep this on because when I put the curtain up, it's going to hold the curtain in. And then we just take the other screws off. I'll start from the bottom. Right, and that's one concertina door off. All I'm going to do now is just putty these up a little bit, and I'll ask Jayco for a couple of these covers, screw covers, and I'll actually put a bit of silicone on here just to cover up the holes. Now, the next, yay! She looks so big on the hoist. Ever wonder what a motorhome looks like? To operate the Redfoot levelling system,
Well, basically the first thing you have to do is you have to put the slide out. We have a slide out in Maude, as you know, so that's got to be out. Everyone has to be outside of the Maude, and then we do the fun games.
and all it is
This. We have this little panel, and simply turn the power on, waiting for it to do its diagnostics. It's all good to go, and hitting auto level, and a couple of minutes later, it's all stabilised.
right. So he's going to stand up now
Yep.
and press the auto level, and let's have a look what Maude does.
Away we go. So while we're waiting for that to happen, we can play Twiddlywinks.
So with the Redfoot, we have the hydraulic system, and what it does is it lowers the front ones first and then does the back. And it's now doing the back. And now she's going to do a little jig. And that's it.
So there you go, it's all done, it's all now level. If you look at your panel here, see that it's showing that all 4 stabilisers are down. Once all that's done, simply power off and you're good to go. And
So,
to show that how level it is, if you just want to test it, get your little levelling gauge, throw it in the middle of your floor there, and you can see how level it is.
perfect. Always use the floor because sometimes the benches are out of whack. But what I love about this, it'll also tell you if it's on an excess slope. It'll just keep beeping on you. It'll tell you if your legs are down when you turn the ignition on, or if your legs are down when you've got the park brake on. So there's a lot of fail-safe systems in this. What I love about it the most, it has taken the bounce and the rock out by, at least 95%.
Yep.
I could not believe the difference. And I was suffering from a bit of vertigo in our last trip. And basically this is why we actually went ahead with Redfoot. So I've spoken to a lot of people, walked into a couple of motorhomes that did have Redfoot just to test it out. And yeah, definitely for us, it's been a great investment, hasn't it?
One of the fail safes that Michelle mentioned, one of the ones that I really like is that if you happen to get in your driver's seat, you can turn it on, and you turn the engine on, and you have to have one of the levelers down. It'll start beeping at you and letting you know that it's not quite right. So you can put your park brake on, get out, and make sure that they're all retracted before you proceed on.
Yeah. And I just want to show you what it's like now with the bounce. I'll get Paul to... I was going to actually get you to rock it.
Okay.
Hold on 2 seconds. When we got to do the handover for the Redfoot, he was really good. He didn't do a song and dance, but he was really good. And he showed us something that sort of made me go, oh my God, I'm glad we've got it. So he said, this is how much you can rock this now. Hello, there is no movement whatsoever.
To give you some comparison, when we put the Redfoot back up, when we put Maude's slippers back up, we'll show you how much it rocks.
So we'll just do that again, hun. Right, no movement. So to take them off, or to put them up, retract.
It's as simple as it is putting them down. So basically, you power on, and instead of the auto level, you got the auto or retract. So you power on, it does its diagnostics. Then you get out, and you hit the or retract, and it does its thing.
And that's it.
So
it's finished.
So Maude's put her slippers away. We check the panel, make sure it's all good, and we turn it off.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, so you notice all the lights are out now except for the power light.
And then we go boink. Oh, boink, a bit harder. And that's it.
And that's it. So to test the rocking motion.
Oh yes, hold on.
You saw how it was with her feet down. Now we do the same thing with the feet up. We rock it.
Look at that top luton go.
There you go. That's the difference.
How cool is that? Absolute game changer.
So here we are, signposting Maude with the map of Australia. This will be our way of recording our travels during the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, so the map we got is from adventureawaits.com.au, and we actually got the fabric one with the grey scale, and I've put it on and I'm just going to flatten it out so we don't get any air bubbles. Right. The wind, try not to do it when it's windy. There we go. Perfect. Using something nice and flat, and then just make sure all the edges are in. As you can see, we've already started marking our travels in red, so we've just got a marker pen, and I've got this little doodacker holder with a gel tip.
That's a technical term, a little doodacker.
A little doodacker, yeah, pen holder. If only it's childproof because I can't take the backing off. Oh, here we go. And I think I'll just where shall I put the pen? Yeah.
Looks like a good position.
It's all about location.
I need to advise, I don't think the table was shut with that there.
Bugger.
Yes, mistakes were made in the filming of this video.
Maybe if I put it over here.
Nope.
Nope.
So, end result is pen does not go in the where the table is closed. It's still the same width, hon.
Third time lucky. Not. Okay, and that's our map. So hopefully it'll all be red one day.